Oh shit. Who is that girl on the scene? It ain't nobody but me, the lovely sweet tea. Shit, the fuck? What you thought? And I'm back with another what? video. And what does that mean, baby? Another banger. And that's on a period. Point blank period. You feel me? If you're new to my channel, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification and make that thing go what? Ding ding dong. Ding da ding 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 dong. Hey, shit. The fuck? Y'all, today I'm about to do a story time for your ass. You feel me? But listen, on this serious note, this story is about somebody that was dear to my heart. You feel me? And they were my friend, but it turned because they liked me. It's the opposite sex, of course, a man. And we were teenage friends starting off, and as time went by, he eventually asked me to be his lady. But see, this is how the lick go. Early on, I had peeped game. When I first met him, I saw that he was, a nerd. He was slow. You feel me? He was goofy. He had a funny walk, all of that, but he had a good heart. And me, I was the type of female that didn't think rather that I looked too good for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of females out there, if they pretty, good looking, whatever the case may be, and they meet dudes who have problems like being slightly mentally challenged or have this nerdy look about them, they won't give them the time of the day. But see, I know that this man probably was lonely and needed someone in his life, and I didn't think all of that of myself because I'm like that. So I let him hang around me and get into my world. You know what I'm saying? And I just became friends with him, and I took him places sometime with me and my kids, like to the park and stuff like that. He grew up in church, so he wasn't all like that. He was a good conversation person, somebody to talk to and to lean on. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, so as time went by, though, he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I told him no. I told him that I don't see him in that manner. You feel me? And he got mad. Let's back up a little bit, because I wanted to let you guys know he also helped me out when I was younger. I ran away from home, and he lived with his mom and his dad, and he took me in, and he told me he would keep me in the room, and he would bring me food and drink, and just be quiet as I can because he don't want to get caught by his parents letting them know that I was there. You know what I'm saying? So, and he was mixed, like black and white, and stuff like that. His mom black, and his dad was like more of a mixed looking color, like Cardi B or something like that. Yeah. However, and they were older, people, parents. But however, that was that part. He helped me out. He had me in his room. Oh yeah, and his mom, she came to his room a few times, and I had to hide in the closet, and I never got caught. Okay, and the ending to that one was that with me being a runaway, I ended up in a juvenile home because my parents had called the people on me and told them I was missing, and then I got picked up off the streets and ended up. That's a whole nother story. Okay, so back to the story at hand. Okay, so he when he asked me to be his lady, I went on and told him no, he's not my type. He went to saying why you don't like me? I'm too ugly or something like that. And he was like, man, I love you and all this. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, you got to get up off me with the love. I care about you as a person, as a friend, but I just don't see you in that manner. I said, you can find you another woman. It's plenty fish in the sea. You feel me? So he was like, but I want you. Anyway, child, fast forward a little bit. One day, as usual, he would stop by my house. He came over there and he sat down in the chair. And he was like, so I'm gonna ask you again, you're not gonna let me be your man? I was like, no. So he was like, well, I don't wanna live. I'm finna just go out there on Nebraska and just throw myself out there in the street and kill myself, in front of a car rather, and kill myself. I was like, no, don't do that. no, don't do that. And so he pulled out a switchblade knife and he put it to his wrist. And he sat up there looking wild and crazy in front of me. And he was like, I'm just going to cut my wrist, slit my wrist and kill myself in front of you. And I was like, no, don't do that. And in my mind, I was like, hell no, look at this dude. The fuck? I was like, oh, hell no. Ooh, my goodness. No, I got this going on right here, this situation right here with this dude here. Oh no, if I can get up out of this, I would never have him over my house again. You feel me? So anyway, I kept trying to talk him out of it. He was not listening. So I went on and walked off because he was just sitting there staring at his wrist and holding that knife real tight to his arm, and the blade was kind of pushing into his skin. So right there where his veins are, let me show you. Like, you see my bracelets? Right in that area. You know what I'm saying? So I just went on and eased off and went in the kitchen and called 911. And so they came. They sent the popos out there and they came, and then I eased out the door and told them what was going on. They eased up and then they talked to him and told him to put it up, put it down, come on out the door. And they went to giving him a good old talk. And they told him that, also I told them I want them to trespass him away from my house because I was done with that shit. I was like, that's what I get for trying to be nice to a person like this. And if anybody's looking at this video who has, physical limitations or problems, I'm not, trying to make fun or, trying to say things out of the way in this video to hurt or offend you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling it like it is, how a woman with her own mindset and thoughts and stuff, and how, for the most part, how a lot of women, feel about certain people who are like that. Some of them are into that and some of them are not. Okay? So anyway, got him trespassed and he left, and I was feeling relieved that I handled that situation. Okay, so as time went by, he went to making phone calls and asking me could he come back and telling me how much he loved me and he's sorry. You feel me? And I was like, he was like, please, could I come over? And I ain't worrying about that no more. I don't want to be with you, and you ain't got to be with me. I was silly and dumb for that and all that. I said, okay, and I let him come back over because, for one thing, my boy used to give a mean foot massage. You feel me? He used to always sit up there and massage my feet, and with lotion and all that, or baby oil, and I'd be laid back with my remote control watching TV with that dew blowing, and I was enjoying every moment. And then sometime your boy felt on my and made me get off, and I was like, so a lot of times I did have him around for that pleasure, feet massages, and to pleasure me in the other way, you feel me? And then after that was done, I was like, move, get out the way, and all this. I would act all cold, and I was feeling some type of way, like, just get out the way. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I let him start coming back round. Okay, so then here go my next door neighbor, honey, and that's a whole nother story of its own. It's a cute girl that lived next to me, and but she didn't like me like that. Her and this other female that lived in the building, both of them didn't like me. They stayed gossiping about me and all this stuff, and trying to do stuff to sabotage me. And I'm gonna tell you what they did in another story. Y'all stay tuned for the story, baby, because I'm gonna drop that bitch. But anyway, yeah. So when she saw him come up to my house, she went and called the popos herself, told them that I had him restrained away from there, and then I let him come back. So here come, how police is knock on your door real loud, pop, 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 pop. And I went and answered the door, and she's standing up there with them, with her hands on her hips, and they saying, oh, we trespassed somebody away from here. I heard you got them right back up in here again. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got them back up in there. And I looked at her with a unit, and I was like, I know you told them. And I was like, you all up in my damn business. Yes, I sure did let him come back. And they was looking at me, look at her and tell her this. And I went on and turned back around to them and went to explaining myself why, telling them, he called me, he apologized, he said he would never do that again, he learned his lesson. And so I felt sorry for him, and I let him come back. And they said, okay, now, don't do this again, don't call us again, and, do this again, because you can't be doing this, okay? We're going to let it go. Yeah, and they went on about their business, and I was like, ooh, but I looked at her again, and I was in my mind, look at this bitch. I was like, this dumbass bitch, this stupid. Y'all excuse my manner. But you know, you're going to get mad at somebody for doing stuff like that, you know, against you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Okay, I meant to tell y'all another portion of his obsession about me is like me and him both went to church when we were young, and then we turned around and went to church as young adults. So he and I went to the same church together, right? And he came to that church, and he went on and interrupted the pastor while he was speaking and preaching his sermon or whatever. He waited till he was done preaching or whatever. Then he told the pastor he would like to say something before the church. Child, I'm sitting on the pew. I'm like, what is he going to say? And so he went on and said, y'all please pray for me. It's this female that I like her a lot, and she don't like me, and it's really breaking my heart, and it's very hard for me to cope with it, and I'm very depressed about it, and I'm having a very hard time dealing with this, so I just need y'all to pray for me and all of this. And then the pastor's wife looked back at me because she was sitting on a pew in front of me, and she was like, what did you do to this boy? Because, you know, she see me and him hanging together, and she figured it was me. I said, I ain't do nothing to this boy. You feel me? So she was like, looking at me inquisitively, you know? So I was like, child. And I was like, no, he didn't in my mind. I was like, he tried it. He went there with that. Yeah, so, and then, you know, soon after that, okay, now here's the sad part, y'all. Later on throughout the years, we still stayed in touch. Or another incident that lets you know this boy was wow, was me and this dude was sitting out on the porch together talking. He was young, a few years younger than me, and we both were teens though. So he walked up, the obsessed one, and the one that was sitting with me talking to me that was a couple of years younger than me said, who is this? Who is this dude? The fuck? Who is he? And all that. And he kicked that boy in the face real hard with his boots on. He had on some Timberlands. Imagine that. He kicked that boy with all his might real hard. It sounded off. That boy jumped up and ran. That boy hauled ass and ran home. And he was stunned. And then I looked at him like, why you did that? The fuck? You don't do nobody like that. And then he was like, cuz he shouldn't have talked about me like that. Shit. And I was like, ooh, that was wrong. That boy young. You shouldn't have kicked that boy like that. What if his people come around here and start some shit? You feel me? So he did that. And then, okay, now we're going to get back down to the sad part of the story, okay? So on through the years, you know, he came around once in a while. One time he came around, he was shaking a lot of salt. He was eating something. He put a lot of salt on it. I'm talking about it was glittering. The salt was so much. And I was like, wait, don't do that. You're not supposed to have that much salt on your food. You're not supposed to eat like that. He told me I do it all the time. And I said to myself, what? I said to myself, if he eating like that, he gonna be done killed himself. You know what I'm talking about? So later on, he went to asking me one day. He said, what you doing? I want to come over your house. He said, I just got out of the hospital. I was having chest pain. And could I just come and hang out with you a while? I need to be around somebody. And I was like, no, I don't feel like being bothered today. You feel me? So he went on and just said, all right, and hung up. And, you know, a week or two later, I heard he had done passed away because I saw it on Facebook. I was like, what? My boy passed away? You know, and you go to thinking over the years and the times y'all had, you know. Oh, yeah, he was a person, too, that had a lot of seizures. Oh, I took him some places with me, and he had some massive seizures, and I had to, you know, get down with him and put a spoon in his mouth, try to stop him from biting his tongue, all that kind of stuff. So he was an epilepsy person, epileptic, or however you want to say it. He was on medication for that. And so, yeah. But anyway, so I thought maybe that's what he passed of, but I got in the inbox and inboxed his sister. I was like, what's up? What he passed away with? She said, child, he had a massive heart attack. I was like, oh my gosh. So, and I went to thinking, and I was like, thank you for letting me know. Oh my goodness. So I went off and went to thinking to myself. I said, no wonder why. He was asking me, could he come over my house? Poor baby. He ended up having a massive heart attack, and I thought it could have been behind all that salt intake, all that salt he was sprinkling on his food, and you know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's the way the story goes, y'all. And I'm done with the story, and you know, I hope y'all enjoyed the story, you know, and rest in peace to you. You know what I'm saying? I can't call his name because I don't want to expose him, but yeah, my heart go out to him, because he was a friend that, turned obsessed over me, and then in the end run he passed away. Yeah, ultimately it's sad. But y'all be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and make that thing go ding, ding, dong. Ding, 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 dong. Hey, the fuck? Your girl is a character. But yeah, you can find me on all my other social medias. I'm on TikTok as The Lovely Sweet Tea. That's TE. The same thing as this page. You can find me on Instagram as the same name as this page here on my YouTube channel, The Lovely Sweet TEE. You can find me on SoundCloud, because I rap and sing a little bit and do poetry. All of that stuff there is on my SoundCloud page. Go to soundcloud.com and put in the search bar Your Girl Sweet Tea. That's YAGIRL Sweet TEE. I'm very talented. I know how to do paintings. I know how to make earrings. I'm gonna do show and tells. I have done some videos about that. And yeah, I sell jewelry and all that there. I've started that. Yes, so what else? You can find me on Facebook as Your Girl Sweet Tea. That's YAGIRL Sweet TEE. You feel me? So find me. Holla at your girl. I'm out. Bye.